And hello again, everybody. Welcome to the inaugural Coach Skip Fite Show of the 2019 baseball season. Today on location from American Pie Pizzeria, one of the great corporate friends and benefactors of UWG Athletics. Coach Fite, it has been a whirlwind 2 weeks to begin the season so far. We're on the eve of playing Georgia College midweek conference coming up. Some coaches love to play cupcakes early in the year, and you went the other route.
Oh, yeah. You know, one of our big things, we felt really good about this team this year. We've got an older group, more mature group, coming off a pretty good year, which we won 32 games. And, you know, our goal early was to basically, you know, challenge them a little bit. We've done in the past, you know, you look at things, and if you do the same thing every year and have the same results, we kind of thought, well, let's try something different. And so this year we went out with my assistant, Coach Smith, did a great job in scheduling. We scheduled, you know, the best teams in the country. And going to Wingate, I mean, that was a tough go. We had a lot of adversity going up there, and played a really good team that's in the regional. They'll be a regional team this year, and we did play well. Came back and then had to play Georgia College, sixth-ranked team in the country, and played them really tough at their place. And I felt like that, you know, we had a shot to win in the end. It just didn't go through for us, and then just came off playing a Bellarmine team was probably the best. You know, they were in a regional, won 39 games last year, and this team, by their coaches, says this team's 2 notches better than last year. And our guys played really hard, played tough this weekend. And so it's doing nothing but making us better. You know, we just got to understand that it's not about how you start every year, it's about how you finish. And we got some really tough games on the road this year. And so we felt like we needed to challenge them early.
You took some steps in that direction last weekend, winning 2 out of 3 against a top 10 ranked Bellarmine ball club. One in dramatic fashion, and one was a good old-fashioned country whooping. That had to feel good.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Logan Taylor, he got up there. He's been swinging the bat well lately. We moved him to the 3 spot, and he's just a competitor. He's guy don't say a whole lot, and he kind of lays back in the wings, but you make a mistake to him pitching, he's going to hurt you, and that's what happened. He just got up there and battled against a really good pitcher. I mean, the guy throwing was definitely 91, 93 in that range, and he was coming at us. It struck a lot of guys out beforehand, and Logan fought off a couple pitches, and then got a pitch he can get his best swing off on, and when he did, he put it out of the park. So it was a really huge win for us. I mean, you know, the first win, we came out real excited. First game against Bellarmine, and swung it real well. Kind of jumped on them early and set the tone. Second ball game, they jumped on us and got an 8-run lead early, and we came back, had an opportunity to win that second game on numerous occasions. I think we had bases loaded twice and didn't get anything out of it. You know, one clutch hit, little bloop there, we'd have been right there in it. But it shows a lot of character to come off that loss, a tough loss like it was, and then come back against a team like that and being able to beat them in extra innings.
That's sort of been a trademark of your teams, though, through the years at West Georgia, when you've been some years more talented than others, but they always scrap, they always fight, and it seems like we always have an 8th or 9th inning in us. If you give us a chance, we might just beat you.
Well, we preach that a lot. I mean, it comes from good character kids that work hard. If you work hard in practice, and we talk about that a lot. You know, our character and as far as the you know, the type of individuals we have in our program, our culture, we talk a lot about it. It's 24/7. You got to be able to battle not only on the field, but you got to battle in life and in the classroom and making good decisions out of the classroom. I think if you get those type guys, and then they've kind of learned, well, it's never over. You know, if you do those type things, if you have good character people, they just don't quit. Doesn't mean you're going to win every day. Doesn't mean you're going to do everything right, but they just don't quit, and that's what good character guys do, and I think that's where we've been fortunate here at the University of West Georgia to be able to attract some good character guys and bring them in here, and they've worked hard for us.
One of the challenges early in the year always seems to be getting the pitching staff set the way you want it, conference around the corner. You had some kids step up against Bellarmine, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, you know, we've got a good pitch staff. I really like it. We've got some depth. We've got a few guys that are struggling right now. You know, and I think they kind of stepped into the season with the expectations they got to do too much. And we're trying to preach to them right now. It's just about doing your job, doing what you're capable of doing. Don't do more than what you're capable of. You know, if a guy's top speed's 87 and he thinks he needs to throw 90, he's not going to be successful. He's got to take 87 and be good with it and do some things with it. So, you know, that's a big thing. And right now I think we've had some returning guys that thought they had too much on their shoulders early, struggled a little bit, but they're going to be fine. They're going to come back and do well. But we've got some new incoming guys that we brought in here, some JUCO guys right now. They're just throwing lights out. And so once we get our returning guys back to where they're capable of being, and the guys we got new guys throwing like they're throwing them, be okay. We'll be a pretty good force to deal with.
We're doing this program the day before the rematch with Georgia College, midweek game. What's the philosophy of midweek games? You always seem to try to get good teams either coming to our place or us going there. And we have, I guess, where we are, we're not that far away. You got a chance to play some good ball clubs without a really long road trip.
Well, most of our midweek games are going to be teams out of the Peach Belt. And Peach Belt, if you look at the three best conferences in the country, it's going to definitely be us. I mean, the Gulf South, Peach Belt being in there, and then the Sunshine State, which has the 2 or 3 top-end teams that are going to be in the. Somebody from that team, somebody from those 3 leagues will have a shot at winning the national championship year in and year out. You can, it's the way it goes. And so that's who we play during midweek. I mean, that challenges, and we see good pitching. It keeps us ready for the weekends. If we are legitimate, if our talent levels are legit enough to compete high end in this conference, then we need to keep it. You don't need to cupcake your schedule to just say, all right, we got so many wins. But if you look back on it, it's about at the end of the day, are you competitive enough to beat the good teams? And day in and day out, the more good teams you play, the better you're going to learn and be able to execute continuously.
And sometimes those guys who step in for you, whether it be on the mound, the field, or at the plate on Wednesdays, they'll show you something that they may get that chance on Saturday and Sunday because of it.
Sure. Even the younger guys, if they're not playing on weekends and they're playing during midweek against that type of competition, it's going to make them better in the future. It shows what you got to work on. And Georgia College has a really good ball club. I mean, we're excited about playing them again. We felt like we kind of let them off the ropes up there, and we did well against them last year. And I really think our guys are going to do well Wednesday. I no predictions on game, but there's no doubt in my mind we're going to come out with energy and play real well Wednesday.
Interesting thing, in the old days, and it's not been that many years ago, you get 4 or 5 weeks to put your team together before conference play. Now you get 14 days, Coach. Good luck with that because league play is coming.
Well, exactly. We play this week against Shorter, and Shorter started out pretty well, but there's no weak teams in this league. You got to play well. You got to show up and play. There's no whether you call patsies or whatever. Everybody's going to run 3 good arms out there. But you're right. I mean, right now we have not had the same lineup because we've got a lot of new guys in there, and some guys, returning players that aren't performing like they did last year, but they will. They're going to get there. But our lineup has not been the same in any game so far, and it won't be Wednesday. We keep trying to put the hotter hitters. If a guy deserves to play, and whether he, his history gets him here, and his daily work habits and what he does day in and day out is going to put him on the field. And just because he was a good hitter last year doesn't mean he's guaranteed to be able to play tomorrow. He's got to perform. And we're going to, the guys that did, we had a couple of guys we're going to put in the lineup tomorrow that's been battling hard to get in, and we're going to stick them in there and see how well they do. But you're right, we hadn't solidified our starting lineup. We're still trial and error at times, and guys trying to prove it. But and that's the same thing going into this weekend. We probably won't have that lineup set till midway through the year.
And, of course, an opportunity to get off to that good league start in conference play. You mentioned every week is a challenge, and if you can get a leg up early, it can't hurt.
Oh, shoot, no. And that's why I'm hoping it doesn't rain this weekend. Mother Nature plays a big part a lot of times in the luck of your season. I mean, your team gets hot, and then you have a week or so rain down, it kind of cools you off. You don't play for a while. So, it's a momentum swinger sometimes, but everybody has to deal with it. And we're keeping our fingers crossed we can get something in this weekend against Shorter.
Before we get away, you mentioned you touched on him early. Logan Taylor named Conference Player of the Week. Want to talk about that? That was announced here on Tuesday afternoon. I know you got to be proud of the young man, and you'll love to. It's all about the team, but individuals have to do good things for you to get that team accomplished.
Sure. It's such a unique game, man. We preach team every day. It's all about the bigger part of the team, and every coach does that has a successful program. But you got to have talented guys within that team to have that chance. And Logan, like I said, he's a laid back guy, but he comes to work. He's incredible. You look at him and you think, well, this guy can't play. And then all of a sudden you see him take ground balls at first. You see that has athleticism and does some things, and then at the plate he has a short swing, compact swing, and you'll see him in BP and you go, he's okay, he's got a pretty good swing, and then all of a sudden, man, you miss a pitch in the game and he'll light you up, and I hope he continues that through the year, but he's been a big plus. I mean, he's came out hot for us, hitting in the 3-hole, and had that huge home run the other day against a real quality pitcher. So I see nothing but great things out of him this year.
Well, Coach, I would wish you good luck against the Bobcats and the Hawks, but I'd rather wish you good pitching, defense, and clutch hitting.
We'll take it.
There you go. Coach Skip Fite, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being, anytime you come visit the folks at American Pie Pizzeria, the Hartmans, roll out the red carpet with great food and service, great friends of your West Georgia Wolves athletics program. For Coach Skip Fite, Mitch Gray saying thanks for joining us. We'll see you at Cole Field against Georgia College and against Shorter, and go Wolves.